Hello and welcome to the next episode of my channel where I'm going to take up tenses under parts of speech. Now, tenses are the most important feature in English grammar. If you do not know tense, you do not know grammar. So basically we know that there are three types of tenses, that is present, past and future. Present tense talks about things happening right now. Whereas past tense talks about things which are already over. Future tense talks about things which are going to happen. Now, each tense, that means there are three types of tenses. Each tense has four subparts or subtypes. Okay? So, under present tense, we have the first one, that is simple present tense. Now, how does a sentence in simple present look like? Subject, that can be a noun or a pronoun. Verb, which is generally it's always in the first form. And object. So a sentence in simple present tense always looks like this. Subject, the main verb in the first form and the object. Kindly note, in simple present tense, is, am, are, has, have, are not to be used. They are not to be used at all. Don't use it. It should not be used. Okay? So simple present tense, sentence structure is like this. Subject plus verb, that is verb in the first form and object. Now what do I mean by verb in the first form? Now verbs are basically of five types, five forms, but for us we generally use the first three forms, that is V1, V2 and V3. I'll give you an example of some V1, V2 and V3. So suppose I take up the verb in the first form, drink. In the V2 form, it will be drank. In the V3 form, it will be drunk. So we are now talking about simple present tense. In simple present tense, we only use the first form of the verb. So, if I have to frame a sentence, it will be Ram drinks water. Now, why did I write drinks here? For that, you need to check my subject-verb agreement video. You will come to know where to use S, where not to use S in present tense. Okay, so a typical simple present tense sentence or a simple indefinite present tense sentence will look like this. Ram drinks water. Only subject, verb and verb, main verb and object. Okay, now where is it used? It is used to show a fact, something which never changes. Okay, like for example, the sun rises in the east, something which will never change. Okay, this is the first usage. Second thing, something which happens daily or regularly. It happens now also, it happens regularly, daily. Okay, or a habit. So here are the places where we use simple present tense. A little trick in Hindi. Any sentence in Hindi which ends with ta hai, te hai, ti hai will be written in simple present tense. For example, मैं जाता हूँ will be I go. वह खेलता है, he plays. Okay, so any sentence in Hindi, if it ends with ta hai, ti hai, te hai, it is to be written in simple present tense. Okay. Now, next we move on to the second category of tense, that is present continuous tense. As the name suggests, it talks an action which is continuing right now in front of my eyes. It's happening right now. Continuous means it is continuing. Okay, so sentence formation. Here we are going to use the helping verb. What do I mean by helping verb? Is, am, are. These are the helping verb. They help. They are not the main verb. They are not talking about an action. They only help us to know the tense. Okay, so in this tense, we will use is, am, are, verb plus ing. Now, verb will have ing attached to it plus object. Okay, so subject is, am, are plus ving plus object. So the same sentence which we had taken here, Ram drinks water, can be Ram is drinking water. Okay, so it talks about an action which is happening right now. Second thing, sometimes present continuous tense can also be used to show future. This is an exception. Like for example, if I say, I am going to Delhi tomorrow. Here we can see am going is in present continuous tense, but it is denoting future. I am going tomorrow. So this is an exception, a special case of present continuous tense which is used to show future. Next, we will take up present perfect tense. One more thing, a little hint for present continuous tense. Any sentence in Hindi which ends with raha hai, rahi hai, rahe hai will be written in present continuous tense. जैसे Ram पानी पी रहा है. So Ram is drinking water. वे खेल रहे हैं. So they are playing. So what about simple present tense? Sentences should end with ta hai, ti hai, ti hai, te hai, ta hai. And in present continuous, it's raha, rahi, rahe, hai. Okay. Now, what do I mean by present perfect? First of all, what is the sentence formation? The sentence formation is subject plus has have plus V3. V3 means third form of the verb. I told you what is V3 plus object. Okay. Now, where and how do we use present perfect tense? Now, with singular nouns, we use have. With plural nouns, we use, with singular nouns, we use has. With plural nouns, we use have. But there is an exception. With I, we always use have. Okay? So, sentence will look like this. I have finished the work. Okay? Now, where to use present perfect tense? We use present perfect tense only when I have finished the action just now. Because I have finished the action just now, it cannot be taken as past. Okay? So, that is why we take it in present tense. Because it finished just now. So, I have finished the work. Okay? She has completed the picture. Means sometime back only she has completed. We cannot take it as past tense. Okay. Now in Hindi, any sentence which ends with chuka hai, chuki hai, chuke hai, like मैं कर चुका हूँ, मैं खा चुका हूँ, those type of sentences have to be converted to present perfect tense. Last in present tense is present perfect continuous tense. This tense is again talking about an action which has completed, okay, but it had continued for some time before it got completed. I'll tell you how to use it. The sentence formation is subject has have plus been plus VING, that is verb plus ing. Subject has have been. Here there will be a mention of time, some object, and here there will be a mention of time. I'll give you an example how to frame it. Like, I have been teaching for a period of 15 years. Okay, so this is a type of continuous tense. Okay, it is continuing, but it started long back. So what is the difference between present continuous tense and present perfect continuous tense? Present continuous tense means the action started only some time back and right now it is continuing. But present perfect continuous tense means the action started long back. In this sentence, I have been teaching for a period of 15 years means I started teaching 15 years back, but it has continued since then. Okay, I have completed a span of 15 years in teaching. So I cannot take it as past tense because I continue teaching. Okay, so this is all about present tense. Do let me know if there is a doubt, and thank you once again for subscribing to my channel. Keep subscribing, keep supporting, and keep asking me if there is any doubt or with anything I can help you. In the next episode, I'll be taking up the second part of tenses where I'll be completing past tense and future. Besides this, I'll be doing a video on the chapter proposal, which is in class 10.